everyone, welcome back to another movie review. Today we're reviewing You Only Need Twice, the 1967 non-spoof Bond movie. Yes, there was a Casino Royale spoof movie that came out in the 60s. I didn't see it. I purposely avoided it. We're not going to review the unofficial Bond movies. So one thing, I didn't mention this, but so after we're done with, so we have You Only Live Twice, then we have Majesty's Secret Service, and then we have Diamonds Are Forever. After that, I'm gonna rank all 7 Sean Connery, George Lazenby Bond movies. Then I'm gonna do like Live and Let Die, Man of the Golden Gun, Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, so on and so forth. And then after License to Kill, I'm going to rank all the Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton Bond movies. There's 2 Timothy Dalton ones, Living Daylights and License to Kill. I'm not gonna do all. And then I'm gonna do the 4 Pierce Brosnan movies, review them, rate them, and then the Craig movies. And possibly, I think I might get to the Craig movies by the time No Time to Die comes out. So if it already releases or late, maybe like a month after releases, like what a coincidence. So anyway, so You Only Live Twice, yet I call it Japanese Bond because, well, it takes place in Japan. So without further ado, let's get started. Start off with what the movie is about. Okay, so the movie's about the British, Americans, and Russians blaming someone for stealing an American space shuttle. So the Russians blame the Americans blame the Russians, and somehow the British thought it was the Japanese. Makes for an interesting topic, I guess. And so so Bond is sent to investigate. He went to Japan to do some spy stuff. He's basically in Japan in the whole movie. And supposedly Spectre is in a volcano lair in Japan. So he goes to a ton of places, and eventually he found it. And earlier, he met some before all of this, he met some Japanese people led by this guy named Taiga, which he's like an ally, I guess. And then they make him Japanese. They train him to be Japanese, I guess. And there's and then there's the Little Nelly helicopter, all that. And then later they raid the volcano lair, and then they destroy it and stop Spectre from stealing more shells. Also, Ernst Stavro Blofeld, or Number 1 Inspector, the guy that was on screen that pushed her into the piranha pool. I'm calling it a piranha pool. Yes, I know. His face is revealed. Interesting. We have the good. So the good here, the entertainment value. So this is one of the more entertaining Bond movies. Like seeing this, like the shoplifter sequence. It's not the best action sequences. There's like 4 action sequences. Well, technically 5, but 5, technically 6, but 2 of them I don't quite count. And then 2 of them are good, and I don't really. And then 2 of them I don't really like, and the other 2 I absolutely love. But the action sequences, except for maybe the one in the pre-title sequence, they're very entertaining. And also some of the other things are like the fun. This movie's a lot of fun. Like I love the Little Nelly helicopter. It's one of my favorite vehicle gadget. That's not a car. I don't know. I might take that back. I really do love the I do love the Moonraker boat, the boat in Moonraker, and when he's in the Amazoka thing, whatever it's called. And then you have the set design. Look at the volcano layer that's on screen right now. I absolutely think this is insane. My favorite villain's layer by far. Maybe not by far. The Moonraker one comes close, but I love the villain's layer in this film. It's just awesome. So in general, set design works. Villains, I think they're good. I love Blofeld, but I think Helga's okay. And then you have the other guy that I forget his name, but he's a number. I don't remember his name, but I think he's great as well. He's menacing. He's fun. I don't know what else to say, but I think he's great. Another thing is the Japanese set. Another thing is the allies. You have one, you know when I say allies, I just make ally, like you have one main ally with Taiga, which he's not my favorite. I think he's good. The problem is that I feel like a lot of the allies let Bond to shine. Because the problem is, you don't really, and this might be out of any of the Connery movies, like, even though Connery does give a bad performance, I'll get into that later. But also, this might be the Bond character I adore from the Sean Connery era. Andrew was because of the writing, and Taiga doesn't like to get Bond shine. Like, I feel like he gets the better end of the story here. So, enough said, really. And then you have the Japanese setting. I think the Bond in Japan is beautiful. I call this movie, I got nicknames for some of the Bond movies. I don't really have one for the ones that came so far. Like Dr. No, I don't really have one for Dr. No. For Russia Love Neither, Goldfinger. Thunderball, I call it lazy. I call it cliche Bond. Well, really, I've been named for 3 movies: Dr. No, Thunderball, and For Your Eyes On. And yeah, and I think the Japanese setting is incredible. It looks incredible. It feels incredible. You feel the presence. You just spend too much time there. I'll get into that later, but yeah. And I find the plot like very fun, like legitimately fun. So Blofeld is, or Spectre in general, stealing spaceships from different countries. So you have it started the pre-title sequence. You had America launching a space shuttle. Later you had the Russians. After that, and then I think it was the Americans later. I could be wrong in the finale, or somewhat. And then they could just keep stealing the spaceships. You're not really 100% sure why and what they do, but whatever. I have fun with it. It's a fun plot, fun idea. It's a good idea. I think this is much better than just stealing nuclear bombs from a plane. I think underwater and undetected. So because that's just lazy. I mean, it's hard to compare this to Goldfinger, Dr. No from Russia Love, because those are different. Enough about that. And that's really all the good there is, even though there's a lot of good in this movie. The mixed. So I feel like we spend way too much time in Japan to start off the mixed things. Yeah, it's not a bad thing necessarily, and for Bond, like I feel like in general, like I feel in Bond today, like I feel like if they spend time in Japan today, like spend this much time somewhere, I think it would have worked. But back in the 60s, since you had Bond going all over the world in movie, I feel like it didn't bother me. But by the time you got past Diamonds Are Forever, it kind of didn't bother me anymore. Because Octopussy does spend a lot of time in India, but not the whole movie. This movie spent the whole movie in Japan, which I feel like maybe if it was a different country, like maybe someplace like Japan, maybe not Asia. Maybe if Bond went to he hasn't gone to Africa yet. Oh, that would be actually really interesting. Maybe someplace in the Central America, maybe like Costa Rica or Guatemala. You never see Bond there. You haven't really seen Bond in South America. You have seen him in Brazil a couple times, as well as Bolivia and Quantum of Solace. And also another mix. And so I feel like I kind of wish Bond didn't spend as much time in Japan. But, I mean, the only part that's not really in Japan is the whole stuff with the American government. It's really just a pre-title sequence where he's in Hong Kong. But that's pretty similar to Japan. Now, another mixed thing is that this movie feels like it tires. Completely. Except for the last 20 minutes. This movie in general just feels like it tires. It's not really a bad thing, because I still find a lot of fun in this movie. But it just feels like it tires. It takes a lot of lesson. It feels like this movie got kind of a little lazy. There's a lot of stuff that are done very nice. Like the technical stuff, like the set design, all that. On that, except for maybe the special effects. The special effects are not that good. Oh, I forgot there weren't special effects back then. My bad. Sorry. Don't comment down below about this. But anyway. So the special effects aren't the best, really. Okay, sorry, but they're not. The effects in general aren't the best. But overall, the score I think is okay. I'm not as good as the past. I think all the 4 movies, except for maybe Doctor No, wasn't a huge fan of that score. But every movie that came after that had a better score than this. Although the Bond theme and the pre-title sequence is great. Other than that, I think Doctor No score's okay. And then you have the score of the special effects. Yeah, they're not very good. So that really about rounds it up for the mixed stuff. Now we have the bad. So I have 2 bad things to say about this movie, and the first one is gonna be obvious, and that's Bond going Japanese. So at the end of the trailer, you saw Bond going Japanese. It looks like, hold on, you'll see a second. So like the Japanese makeup in this scene, like in the volcano fight at the end, is like gone away. Like you don't even see it anymore. So Bond going Japanese is a terrible idea. I'm just waiting for the scene. Yeah, right here. Look at this scene. Look how bad he looks. He does not look Japanese. He doesn't even speak Japanese. He doesn't even have a Japanese accent. So that really annoys me so much that they decided to do that. I mean, I can't pick on it that much because it doesn't look, because it actually, he's not wearing it for that long, for like 30 minutes at most, and that's not that long, but I can overall enjoy it. And this movie kind of feels like a martial arts movie at points. And then you have probably the worst thing in the movie, Sean Connery as Bond. I can't believe I'm saying it. He gave a terrible performance this movie. Probably the worst Bond performance. Although, I think I'm gonna go with him. In a lot of ways, I can enjoy his performance in some ways. Like I can enjoy it at points. Like he's great in the first 20 minutes until Moneypenny gets on screen. Like I think, and then especially in this scene, right here, this plane scene. Just look at him. He's acting horribly. Especially, he's like, instead of like, "Hey guys, I'm trapped," he's like seriously. He's not even acting. He's just being old calm himself without any humor. Literally. So that annoys me so much. Like, I can't get over how much I annoys me. That Connery even bad performance. If he brought his A game, I think this could have been maybe top 10 material. I don't know if it would have moved that many spots higher, because but besides having a bad actor performance is less important than great action set pieces or great plot, in my opinion. And it doesn't even feel like the Bond character is compelling. So Connery gets it. I heard there was drama behind the scenes in general, and in some ways, I think he gave a better performance in this movie than he did in Diamonds Are Forever. But although this movie, there was drama behind the scenes, and yeah, he didn't really give a good performance. But Diamonds Are Forever was just pissed off, man. I don't know why I'm bringing that up. I'll get to that when I get to my Diamonds Are Forever review. So, yeah, that sums up the bad. So, yeah, for this film's final score, I'm giving it an 8.4 out of 10. I really like this movie. It's my 3rd favorite of the Connery Lazenby era. I like it. I still think, although the other 2 I think I like more are Goldfinger and From Russia with Love. I like those 2 more than this one. But overall, great Bond movie. Is it my favorite? No. I think it's like number 12 or 11, possibly. I don't know. But I think this is a great Bond movie. I love this movie. It's so much. I understand that people don't like this one as much. I can understand why, because it does tire itself. Connery gives a bad performance, and you have Bond going Japanese. Okay, there's a lot of things that absolutely don't work, but I really enjoy this movie. So I guess 8.3 or 8.4 out of 10. It is. Enjoy the rest of the trailer before I talk again. What does that mean?
Claire, you don't see it?
I don't see it. It's fine with me.
bigger than life, facing 1,000 deaths. And you only live twice, and twice is the only way to live.
We're too late. Well, at least he died on the job. Bond is dead.
Bond is alive. Kill Bond! Now!
The Z Chronicle.
No matter what the odds, they don't stand a chance against James Bond, Sean Connery, 007. Bond, the world's greatest gentleman agent with a license to kill. And he never misses a chance.
What's a nice girl named Hugh doing in a place like this?
Bond is back, grabbing love where he finds it.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
Everywhere. Bond rises in the east. The odds are 1,000 to 1, but they don't stand a chance. All this is just a drop in the ocean. The best yet from the film creators of 007.
You see the volcano land. Not really. With the Explorer?
I got it.
Sure, after the trailer's
We
over.
must do everything in Japanese style.
Everything.
So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And comment down below what videos you want me to do. Also, comment down below about this video and the movie and what your thoughts are about it. And without further ado, adios. Bye. What should I say? My name is Bond. Jimmy. Okay, never mind. Not ending with that anymore. Please, don't say you like it, because I'm not doing that.